Let's talk about your strategy and what are kind of the core principles when it comes to trading. Like, how do you approach the markets?
So in the beginning, of course, I was trying to trade every hour of the day, because like in the beginning, we're told Forex is open 23 hours a day, 5 days a week. You can make money at any time you want. But like, quickly you learn that's not the case. So, of course, like you see it on Instagram, but like, once you get mature in the markets, you understand that, okay, it's not the case. So my whole thing was this, that I'm not going to let the market dictate when I should trade. I'm going to dictate myself when I'm available to trade.
Yeah.
It's a very big difference because a lot of guys, what to do is they'll try to trade while they're doing groceries with their wives, or they're at their dates, or they're at parties, or
I was just at dinner with my girlfriend, I think like Friday night or something. And it's this couple, they look Korean, like good looking couple, good looking guy, good looking girl. They don't speak the entire fucking time. And I can't see what he's looking at. And me and my girlfriend are kind of talking about him. And he's sitting there with his Binance chart open the whole fucking
way.
dinner. Yeah.
Binance chart.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy. Yeah. Like, so then I realized like, it's not going to work. So my whole strategy was that, okay, what time of the day do I have free? Like, in Canada, the time of day I had free was before 9 a.m., which was pre-New York Open. So I traded at that time. When I moved to Pakistan, it was like, pre-London Open because the timings match perfectly. Generally now, I'm only trading mostly, I think 60 to 70% of the trading is done from pre-London to London Open.
Yeah.
Because that's where most of the volume is. It's clean volume. There's no interference with the New York session because you've traded Forex?
Yep.
Okay. So in New York, trading gold is a little bit hanky, like, because you got the London and New York mix up. Then sometimes like, the New York has news events, so that influences gold a little bit. So London is clean. So normally what I do is I don't try to find the direction off of the daily or the 4 hour, because what I realize is that if, let's say, the daily is bullish, it takes 6 4-hour candles to have the daily bullish candle, right? And then, of course, it's going to take 24 1-hour candles to make the daily candle go bullish, and 48 30-minute candles. Now, if I'm going to see that the daily candle is bullish, and if I'm dropping down to the 30-minute time frame, I'm not going to trade the 30-minute time frame based on the daily bias. Because the 30-minute time frame, there are like 48 candles that can move the daily candle. Yeah. I'm going to look to see that, okay, where can one 30-minute candle move?
Yeah.
If I'm looking at pre-London and London Open, I'm just going to see that, okay, can I trade one 30-minute candle? Because if we look at it this way, every 1 minute candle that's moving, there's billions of dollars moving at that time.
Yeah.
So I believe that our job as a trader is just to see that, okay, where can one 30-minute or the 1 hour candle can move? And if you're trading gold, we know that gold 30-minute candle can be like, 35, 40 pip candle. And if you're exploiting that with size, let's say like 10, 15 lots, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Right? And
so you're strictly day trading?
Strictly scalping.
Yeah.
Scalping, maybe like 15, 20, 22 pips. That's it. I'm out. Because I know myself. And most traders don't know themselves. I know myself now after losing and going all through these battles in the markets or whatever. I know that I have a very what's that personality called? I have a very addictive personality.
Yeah.
And if I don't step away from the charts after that 1 or 2 trades, I'm going to be so focused on the 3rd and 4th trade that I'm going to fuck everything up.
Yeah.
So I got to step away because, believe it or not, bro, I read this somewhere and they said that as humans, we can only make 2 or 3 emotional decisions in a day. And whenever we're trading, we're making an emotional decision based on money. So looking at that, we can, if I go into the 4th and the 5th trade, that's where the danger line is.
Yeah.
The 6th and the 7th is when your lot sizes increase a little bit,
Yeah, it's like the market time exposure. The more time you spend in the market, the more risk you're putting on yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Like I call it the, now I don't know if it's somewhere on the internet or not, but this is something I call it the Mike Tyson effect. Like you imagine the market to be Mike Tyson. You get in the market, you do 1 or 2 jabs, and then you get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because the longer you stay, you're going to get fucked up.
Yeah.
So I go in 1 or 2 trades, I call it a day, win or a loss. I call it a day, and then I come back the next day.
Yeah. So London time, how many hours are you spending? per day.
Pre-London, London Open, maybe like 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
To maximum 2.5 hours a day. Usually I try to get in my first trade around Eastern time is going to be like maybe 2 a.m. Between 2 a.m. to 3:30 a.m. I'm going to try to get my 1 or 2 trades and then I'm done.
Yeah. And what kind of strategies are you implementing? Like ICT, SMC, supply and demand? Or what's what do you think about ICT and SMC and all this shit? Because it's such a big thing in the Forex space on YouTube, at least.
Yeah. See, ICT was big back in 2016, 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
That's where this whole cult following came in. Because when you were a new trader, when I came new in the game, I saw this ICT and there was another guy called Akil Stokes, right? Akil Stokes was a strict education-based content creator, right? He didn't do any cars, cash, shit like that. No. So his method was that, okay, we have a candle over here. It's closing below support. If we break below these areas, this one candle can move down. Easy concept. Okay, I'm only guessing one candle based on probabilities. Then there was this ICT stuff, fucking 50 videos, 8 hours long, watching.
Super in depth. I've gone through it. I felt like it was difficult for me to absorb just because I felt like he was I just didn't like his teaching style, I guess. Like I watched his early webinars from years ago, whatever it was, and I was just like,
yeah.
I stopped watching it.
Michael's a great guy.
Yeah.
Haven't met him, I've spoken to him here and there. He would jump on my live stream here and now, chat, whatever. Must be a great guy. But that whole, I didn't really get it because I'm not a smart guy. I'm not smart enough to understand what FVG is or liquidity push. I don't fucking get it.
Yeah.
So I'm more, okay, Raja, if this candle closes over here, there's a high probability for the next candle to go over here. All right, perfect. I have a monkey brain,
Yeah.
and
simplified.
Super simplified, and that has worked best for me. And bro, trust me, 90 is maybe overly generous. 90% of people, they cannot absorb knowledge to that extent.
Yeah.
Right? They're focused on, okay, this line goes down. 90% will say, okay, perfect. Goes down, perfect. I understand. So me, it was just if price is ranging, if we close one candle below a support or above resistance, there's a high probability for the next one to continue in that way. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to trade just that one way.